What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to Dean's Collection, and today we are taking a look at a very, very special figure for today. It's gonna be so cool. I'm very excited. Hopefully the video comes out well, and I hope you guys do enjoy this one. But since SummerSlam is tomorrow, I am very, very excited because we have some amazing matches going on. And of course, Rhea better win that title back. I swear, I am so rooting for her. And also, Monday Night Raw, can we just talk about how amazing this team up was? This is like an Avengers Infinity War event that just happened. So I was so hyped about this, and I'm also hyped about tomorrow. So I hope you guys are too. But today we are taking a look at this incredible thing. And before I start, there's a moth. I don't know where the moth came from, but I have never seen a white moth before. That is just the weirdest thing I have ever seen. This was just kind of a weird thing. I don't know why. The thing's cool. I don't know. I put it outside. It's not dead. I promise I didn't kill it. It's outside. But today we're taking a look at this Ultimate Edition Monday Night Raw ring by Mattel. And of course, this is housing Mommy. And I am so excited for this. This is something that's been on my radar. This is such a huge box that my wiring, that my whole setup had to change. Like I was struggling hard to make this video, but today, this is what we're working with. This is the Monday Night Raw ring, and I bought this thing on the whatever wrestling shop it is. It's the official like Mattel wrestling shop. And I bought this thing for about $160. I splurged, and I'm very happy I did because this thing's pretty cool. But we're taking a look at this thing with this incredible Rhea Ripley figure. This box is huge. So taking a look at everything, I really like everything going on here. Love the white and the red. I think that's cool. You got the Ultimate Edition logo there, the Raw ring kind of just right there in the corner. You have 3 images of Rhea right here, which there's one right here doing some kind of like super kick going on, and one right here front and center. And I do have to say, these images do look pretty nice. I really do like the way all of these look. This is probably the best image of her, I would say. The face sculpt on this box looks a little weird. Like looking at it right here, I don't see much of Rhea, but the side views I do see. Just this front on view, I don't know. I'm not seeing Rhea too much, but maybe when we get it out of the box, it will be a little bit better. At the top of the box, there's the nice Raw logo, Ripley right there at the corner. I really like this kind of metal plate edge going on with the scuffing everywhere. I really do like that Ultimate Edition logo right there. And then, of course, on the other side, a beautiful image of Rhea Ripley right there. I think that looks fantastic. At the bottom of the box, just a bunch of legal info, nothing crazy going on down there. And at the back of the box, some very nice images going on here. So first you do have the little sticker here, which if I can get it to work out very well, you can see that it has the WWE logo, and it's an official licensed product. Anything that's official by WWE has this little sticker. So it's something to look out for if you're looking for official things. Nice little image of the Raw ring right here, which does look cool. Rhea Ripley right there in the middle. You got some other logos here, just telling you what it is. You got some other stuff here, just some fabric stuff, and just kind of telling you a little bit about the ring and how you can actually dismantle it if you want, which looks really cool. That's the only image you're seeing of the ring. Everything is built, but I'll talk about it a little bit more later. Some information about Rhea Ripley right here. And then, of course, at the bottom, a very, very, very nice image of Rhea Ripley right here. I think she looks fantastic. I love this image. It looks so good. And she's holding the title. And this box also comes with this tiny box, which we'll take a look at in a second. But also inside the box housed everything, and also this little instruction booklet, which honestly was very easy to follow. I actually really liked this entire instruction booklet. It was very easy to navigate and follow. It was a little tricky with some stuff, you know, wrapping it around things, or, you know, doing some of these weird things, but it was pretty easy to follow. So I do like that. So this little box is the Ultimate Edition figure packaging, which is very lackluster, to be honest, but it does look pretty cool. You got a nice image of Rhea Ripley right there, which is pretty much the exact same image that we saw. Basically the basic things about it. This is Rhea Ripley. It's an Ultimate Edition figure. This image is from the big box, so it's nothing crazy. Got some information right here on the side. At the top, you do just have basic stuff here. Another very nice image of Rhea Ripley there. And at the back of the box, actually at the bottom of the box, just some basic legal info, nothing crazy. No barcode either because it's not sold separately. And also some nice images of Rhea Ripley here, the toy, which looks very nice in the ring. Got the Rhea Ripley banner going on there, which looks very nice in white. You have the information about Rhea Ripley, which we saw in the other box. So yeah, there's other information here that you can pause and read it for yourself. And also an image of Rhea Ripley right here doing some kind of cool move. So that's pretty cool. Opening up the box was actually very nice. The box does feel very sturdy, which I really do like that. It doesn't feel like some kind of flimsy cardboard. It feels very nice. And taking out the figure right here, it's just in its little shell, has everything in there. Nothing crazy on the inside, which is kind of sad. And there's the figure right there. Now, what really upsets me is because this box is so lackluster compared to the other Ultimate Edition boxes. I love the Ultimate Edition boxes. I think they're so cool with their unique shapes and little kind of Easter eggs with the, little, I guess, quotes and stuff there. The opening of an Ultimate Edition box is so cool. And there's one of the quotes right there. And the Rhea Ripley box doesn't have that, which is so sad because I would have loved to see that. I would have loved to have Rhea Ripley in this kind of style packaging, but maybe in another figure. But first of all, we're going to take a look at this ring. Now, this ring does look very nice and it is huge. It is a big ring. I am having so much trouble filming this, so I hope everything turns out okay. So yeah, everything is measured up. You can see that the measurements do come out to about 21.5 inches, which is pretty big. It's all sides. That's basically the big, that's how big it is. I don't know why I struggled saying that. It's so hard to figure out like where to put this thing, and honestly, I have nowhere to put this. But as you can see, like we saw on the back of the box, it does have this very nice wood paneling. You can take everything off and kind of customize it yourself if you want. I've seen some people interchange their rings with SmackDown rings or other types of rings, and they all just clip together very easily like this. And it does look very nice. And I like the kind of wrap that they have going on here, so I think that's kind of cool. Bottom of the box, you can see all the pillars here that kind of hold up the ring, which is very nice. Holding up the ring, like if you want to take it from place to place, I'd suggest using both hands. That's pretty much what I'd say. Putting this over and clamping them down just like this is very tricky. It's definitely not hard, but it's just a little tedious to do all of these sides. So, but I wanted to show you guys the kind of wood paneling that they had on the other side. So I thought that'd be kind of cool to show you. But everything kind of snapped down. You can put the big kind of plastic banners here for Raw, and it's super easy to place on. They pretty much just clip onto these little exposed areas here, and it's very simple. It's not rocket science. You just kind of have to line it up perfectly and just clip it right on. It's nothing crazy, and it looks very nice and convincing. So I really do like that. And this whole entire plastic kind of banner here is on the other side as well. So from top to bottom, it has this very nice plastic banner. On the other sides, they're cloth banners, which do look very nice. And there's another image of the banner here, but there's the cloth banner right here, which you can store stuff underneath your ring if you want. And it's a very nice cloth, and it's attached to the kind of pole, which is housing the turnbuckles. So it's nice. It's just kind of on there with the little rubber band. That was probably the trickiest part to put on for me. But it does look very nice. I really do like the detailing. And of course, the material that they use for that is very nice. And it looks so cool overall. And the kind of big pillars here do look nice. I really do like the detail that's inside of them with the clear plastic over it. I really do like that. And the inside of the ring looks very cool. And I really do like, it just looks so cool. It feels like you're in the ring now. So I really do like that. The ropes are very nice. I love the turnbuckles. I love the little logos on there. I love how they look. They were very easy to put on, and I really do like the logo here. And they're very springy, which I really do like, but there's a better look at the turnbuckles, which just have the WWE logo there. The base is very nice. It feels like how I would imagine the ring to feel in this kind of scale. It just has that kind of bounce to it when you hit it. I love how the the ropes feel very bouncy. I really do like that, and they're sturdy, but they feel nice, and I really do like that. Sadly, you cannot take these little kind of cloth pieces off and do some kind of exposure work, have someone cheat or something. But you do have this, which honestly is probably my least favorite part. It looks very nice and it's detailed nicely, but I feel like it should have been split in two. And the silver on the box, it says it's a little bit more silver, but this is just kind of plain gray. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But I don't know. I just would have liked it if you could split it apart and have like somebody hold the top part, the top two stairs, and hit it over somebody's head. You know what I mean? But it does look very nice, and it just places right there when you have it on the ground. Sadly, my desk is not big enough to show you guys fully, but that's kind of the idea. This is my only least favorite thing. This tag here, I can easily cut that off, but I just thought it was worth mentioning. But it looks very nice. This ring is so cool. I am very happy with the way this ring looks. I think that it's beautifully done. Is this ring by itself worth $160? I'd say maybe $100, maybe a little less. I think it looks cool overall, but the thing that really bumps up the value is the figure itself. And we're going to take a look at her right now. And I'm very, very excited to be taking a look at her because she looks fantastic. I really, really do like the way this Rhea Ripley figure looks. I think they did a phenomenal job with everything. All these little details here are beautifully done. And I believe this was her outfit during Judgment Day. Her Judgment Day days. That I guess that's one way to put it. But it looks so good. I love everything about this. There's so much little details everywhere, and it just looks so cool. We're starting off with the entire body. We're going to save the head sculpts for later, but starting off with taking a look at the bottom part first, which I want to take a look at the boots and work my way up. The boots are very simple. I really do like how the boots look. They do look very nice. I love the shoelaces and the detailing and the texturing going on there. Nothing crazy going on with painting, but it does look very nice. The sculpting does look good. The legs with the stockings look so amazing. I love how it looks. It looks so convincing, and the tattoo work is beautiful underneath there. You can barely kind of make out what the tattoos are, but they do look very nice, and I'm very happy with the way these look. It just looks so good. I'm very happy with the way the legs look. I think it's definitely one of the best parts of the figure is the legs and the detailing of the legs, and I just think they did a phenomenal job with the stocking parts. So very, very happy about that. You got the whole kind of buckles going on there. You got her kind of undergarment. I don't know what you would call those. The boxer shorts. There you go. Love the detailing of the buckles and everything. The painted silver looks so good. The texturing looks so good on this outfit. I love the wrinkling. I love everything that we got going on here. All the silver just looks so good. I'm very happy with how everything looks. And when it comes to the box art, it looks like every little detail is there from what I'm seeing here on the packaging. It looks pretty accurate to what we're seeing. You got that little skull with the little wings there. That's also present on this figure. Everything's nicely painted, and the buckles are painted nicely. It's definitely not going to be 100% because it's like a different material from figure to actual real life, but it looks cool overall, and I really do like that. As you can see, there's like texturing there, and that's not really present on the top part. So it's definitely a pass, but it does look cool. And I really do like how they painted everything. I really do like everything that is painted. And if we move down to the arms, which the arms and everything looks so nicely sculpted. I really do like everything. And the tattoo work is also very nicely done as well. And you can see the tattoo work there, as well as muscle detail as well. The hand, we do see that tattoo again. If you guys remember, we did take a look at other Rhea Ripleys, and I really like the tattoo work going on here. It's very nice to kind of see. I love that you can make out what it is. Kind of. She does have the mommy choker going on right there. And like I said, we did take a look at 2 other Rhea Ripleys before. So she is my 3rd in my ever-growing collection of Rhea Ripleys. And all of them have pretty much a decent tattoo work going on here. This arm looks very different from this arm. I don't know if I'm just looking at that wrong, but it looks super different. But all of them do have this hand detail going on with all 3 of them, and they all 3 look pretty decent. I would say that the other Rhea Ripley's a little bit better, and of course they all have that little kind of flower thing going on at the thumbs, so that's very nice that they have that consistently with all the other figures. So that's pretty cool, at least. So that's pretty neat. But this Rhea Ripley does have some other tattoos here, and this one is covered up a little bit, but it's there as well. Looks a little different. I don't know if it's the same, but it's pretty much the same, I would say. Kind of like this weird goat thing. It's just positioned in an odd way, but I feel like this Rhea Ripley that we're taking a look at, this one right here, has a better look at the tattoos than the other 2. This one doesn't really have anything. She does have the little feather at the thumb, which is very accurate to what we see here. But the other 2 Rhea Ripleys that we take a look at don't have that. These 2 right here, they don't have that little feather at the thumb on the right hand, so that's kind of odd. But as you can see, you take a look at more tattoo work here. You can see which one looks more accurate. I'd say Ultimate Edition looks a little bit more accurate, I would say, but I'm not 100% sure. But all of them are consistent with this tattoo on the left hand, so that's pretty cool. All of them do look nice, but I would say this one is the best one. I think it's just the best. You know what I mean? Something that I do want to check out is, can I remove this hand and place it on the new Rhea and see if it looks decent? I don't know. It's just a different hand position. So I'm very curious. So popping this hand on, yeah, it works. I'd say that works very nicely. I really do like that. I would say maybe the skin texture is a little bit different, or maybe that's just the lighting. I like it, so it does look cool. But back to this figure, it does look very nice. All this muscle sculpting that we see looks beautifully done. The back looks so nicely done. The arms, all of it looks so good. But with posability of this figure, it looks great. I love the posability to an extent. The head can swivel. The head can barely look up and down. Okay, that kind of sucks. Asuka had the exact same problem, and it looks like it bled onto Rhea. The arm can go out this far, has a full rotation, and my least favorite part about this figure, this damn butterfly joint. For some reason, my figure barely has a butterfly joint. You can kind of see it moving there just a little bit, but I want to show you guys what an actual butterfly joint is supposed to look like there. So keep that one in mind, and then let's take a look at Asuka's butterfly joint. Look at that. The entire joint moves with it, and it moves very far. It looks very nice. And let's go back to Rhea, and let's take a look at that. Yeah, it's very disappointing. It's the exact same on the other side. It's so sad. I have tried everything to make this joint move, and it does not budge at all, and it is so sad. This whole joint here as well is a very weird rubbery plastic, so I don't know why they did that. It makes the arms easy to pop off, which is no problem because the arms do stay on very nicely, but if you need to do some maintenance work or something, you can easily pop the arms on and off, so that's pretty cool, but it's so sad. It's so sad. I was so close on loving this figure until it did that. So very big bummer there, but does have some other articulation going on with the arm. Just that butterfly joint, man. That's so disappointing. It is very disappointing, very unacceptable too, to be honest. But other posabilities we do have is the swivel at the kind of bicep there, double bend at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist, and a hinge joint, which all of that works nicely. A nice chest articulation that swivels and crunches, which is pretty decently far for a crunch. Got a nice waist swivel as well. These little buckles here, these little straps are a little there, so just be careful. I mean, that's basically all I'm trying to say. Does have have a shifting thigh, a spread that can go pretty far, a swivel at the thigh as well. Has a very, very nice bend or kick there, and kick back that goes that far. Very nice bend at the elbow. Got a double bend at the knee, not elbow. Swivel at like the end of the boot here. Has an up and down at the foot. Kind of an articulation or ankle bend, so that's very nice. And a toe bend, which feels a little loose than I would like, but it's still very nice. So posability on this girl, man, it would have been so good, but there's just those limitations that I just don't like. The head and the butterfly joints are my least favorite part about this posability, which really brings the figure down a little bit for me, sadly. But she does look good overall, and she has a very decent amount of posability. Now, our next thing, the head sculpts. The head sculpts. So when I first saw these head sculpts, I wasn't much of a fan, but they've grown on me. I can definitely see Rhea in certain angles here. Dead on really doesn't look like her, but when you take a look at it from the side, it does. I love the sculpting of the hair. I think all of that is nice. It's a nice kind of matte black going on there. The side views of the head look nice. You got the nose rings there. You got the R plus D there. She's got the nice slit at the eyelash there as well. Makeup doesn't come off completely purple as it probably should, but it does look nice. Maybe I would change the lipstick too, because it just doesn't look great. I would have just darkened up the lipstick with a matte black or something like this. I think this lipstick looks a little bit better. This expression is also very nice as well. I do like this expression. I wish we had a couple more expressions. This expression I feel like could have been very nice if you kind of angled the eyebrows down a little bit just to make it look more smirky. I don't know. It does look very nice. I do like it. It takes some time to get used to. I'm not sure how everybody's opinion is on this head sculpt, but it does look nice. This view right here, that view right there that we just took a look at was beautiful. That looked exactly like Rhea, but from like other angles, this angle right there, that does look like Rhea, but head on, it just doesn't look right to me. And taking a look at it with the box too, just to see if I'm crazy or not and really struggling to move the camera, I'd say they did a pretty decent job. I mean, it's not the best. I mean, I don't know. I see a little bit more worry in our head sculpt than we do this kind of smirk, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know what your guys' opinion about this head sculpt. Am I tripping, or do you guys kind of see what I'm talking about, if you understand what I'm talking about? I would love to have some different expressions. I would love to have a face like this, to where the mouth, it is like a full-on smirk. I would love to have a maniacal laugh. I think that would be so cool. And of course, I would love to see an aggressive, angry Rhea. I think that would be fantastic. But head sculpts aside, I really like the hands. She comes with 2 pairs of hands. She comes with these open palm hands, which are very nicely detailed. Of course, this one has the tattoo on the arm as well. These hands here are the fist, of course. Also has the tattoo on the correct sides and look very nicely sculpted, so I do like that as well. And she also does come with one more accessory, which I feel like she could have came with more, but she does come with this belt. This is the Women's World Champion belt, which this belt, this really puts the other one to shame that we took a look at. This, I love the way this one looks. So nicely done. It's nice and gold. You got these nice Rhea Ripley plates kind of on them. I think that looks nice, and you can see the world champion here, the Women's World Champion logo right there, and I love all that detailing. It looks so good. Putting this on, it works pretty much like kind of like a hat does, I would say. That's kind of like the only thing that I could, a little snap-on hat or something like that. It is a struggle to get these little pegs through the holes. It's just, you really got to put your nails right into it, and you just really got to squeeze it in there, and you can kind of get it. You know, one will do. So yeah, it's pretty much how I like it, but it looks very nice, and I think it looks, I think it's great to have that. But overall, this figure, I would say, is very, very good. I have my tiny complaints about the head sculpts, but honestly, they're like minor. But so far, everything about this figure I love. She looks so good. I am very happy. She's fun to mess around with. I really like the posability on this figure. The detailing and the sculpt work is fantastic, and even with the limited head movements and those stupid butterfly joints that don't work for my copy, I know it's just my copy. I don't know if anybody else has had that issue, but it's definitely just my copy. But overall, with those limitations, she's still so much fun to pose, and when you add the ring into it, man, it looks so good. I am very, very happy with the way this figure looks, and it just looks so nice. And of course, this ring is also so fun to mess around with your figures. And of course, it doesn't just have to be Rhea. If you have other wrestling figures, you can easily add those into your set. And I really adore this set. It's so fun. Yeah, I think if you're a WWE fan who loves the action figures, a ring is definitely necessary. I've seen so many people on the internet, messing around with the rings and their figures. It's just so much fun to see. I really do like the way this entire ring looks, and I think the figure does bump up the price, and in a good way. And of course, it doesn't have to be just the women. You can add in the men as well. You got the Undertaker here. You got Randy Orton doing his signature pose, which was pretty hard to do, but it was still really fun. I love it. It's such a good ring. It just looks so cool when you're doing poses like this. I think it looks amazing, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun. But of course, what was I saying to begin with? The ring is cool, and the Rhea figure really does add value to this ring, especially since this is kind of like a an only time you can get this Ultimate Edition. This is our only Ultimate Edition of Rhea as well, which is really sad. So hopefully in the future we do get some more. So I'm very happy with the way this ring looks and the way Rhea looks. Is it worth the price though? $160 I paid for this thing. I would say I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and that's pretty much all that matters. And of course, when you add in other figures as well, it really just bumps up the play options and stuff. And yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little thing to mess around with. But dodging the question, is this worth $160? No. I'm gonna be straight up. I don't think it's worth the 160. If it was 120, 30. Then yes, and honestly, I bought mine for cheap. Mine was 144, but of course taxes and shipping fees, of course, bumped that up to 160. So I'm very happy with the price I paid, because I could have been paying way more, and I almost bought this thing for $200 one time, but then I realized I should not do that. So I'm very happy I waited, and I'm very happy to actually own it. So in the end, I am very happy with it. I am super happy with it. And I don't regret my purchase, but I don't think it's worth the $160, especially when you have those issues with the figure. The ring itself is very fun, and I'm very happy with the way the ring looks and how it functions and stuff. But overall, my scoring is a 4.8 out of 5. I would say that's a good scoring right there. I think the figure does bring it down a little bit. It's still a fun figure, and I still love it, and I think that it is my favorite figure from my Ultimate Edition line. But yeah, it's just one of those things, man. But I am very happy with it, and I'm just blown away that I actually own this now. But that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. I would love to know what your opinion about this set is, if you guys own it yourself, or if you guys are very on the fence with it. Did I sway you with the review, or did I kind of, maybe I'll wait till a cheaper price? I don't know if a cheaper price will come, especially when it comes with an exclusive figure like that. So yeah, I don't know. But I am very happy with it either way. It's a fun set, and yeah, just the figure, man. They could have done so much better. I might try to do some modifications. I don't think I can fix those butterfly joints. I've tried my hardest. I've heated up the figure. I've forced the figure. I've done a lot of stuff with the figure, and just nothing's budging. So that does suck. But it's not the end of the world. I still have a lot of fun with her, and it's not like every joint is completely. It's not falling apart on me. It's still very cool. So yeah. take that with a little bit of a grain of salt if you want. I might try and fix the head too, see if I can make Asuka and her look up further, because they need to. I feel like there's so many good posability options to have the neck actually move up. You know, they could have done a hinge door or something, I don't know, but whatever. But anyways, I think that's pretty much a wrap on this video. Let me know what you guys think of this set, and if you guys are going to pick it up, and if you have it, let me know what you guys think of it. And I am very excited for other figures in the WWE line that I am looking forward to when they come out, and looking for when I get them, I guess. But let me know what you guys think of SummerSlam, because by the time this video goes out, and probably by the time you watch it, SummerSlam has happened already. So I would love to know your opinions and stuff about that. Rhea, I hope you win. But that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one, and I will see you guys in the next toy review.